Hey guys, I'm Koko. Today I wanted to showcase Seed Survival Gloria Victis by Black Eye Games. I'm playing a demo version that was available as part of the Steam Game Festival a few days ago. Now, Seed Survival is a medieval resource management survival game where you lead a group of civilians to survive the siege of a castle, not unlike something we've seen in this war of mine. Keep in mind, this is just a short gameplay demo, so we can expect bugs and unfinished things, and the game can and will change before the actual release at some point in 2021. Now, let's jump into gameplay. 6th day of summer, the year 1205, Kingdom of Midland. We were just starting harvest when the Izmir struck out of nowhere, catching us off guard. Horns of war sounded throughout Edring, and the smoke-filled city streets ran red with the blood of its citizens. The savage warriors from Karlgald had invaded our home. The town guard fought bravely, but the Izmirs were too many. Before long, the raiders were in the main square, and the city center stood in flames. All we could do is send a messenger out to summon aid, while the outnumbered guards focused on protecting workers, salvaging supplies. Knowing the fate of the castle depends on food stocks, the guards gave their lives to help salvage as much as possible. Would the extra supplies help us survive the siege? It was up to the rest of us to ensure the sacrifice would not be squandered. The bloodshed continued unabated. Street by street, square after square, the Izmirs overran the city, murdering anyone who didn't escape in time. Then they prepared their war engines, smashing the gate connecting the town and the castle. We thought things couldn't get worse when we glimpsed a monstrous figure. The Kargalders were led by their infamous, nameless champion. Nothing I'd seen in my whole life was more terrifying than this beast-like figure. We'd all heard tales of the huge northerners, but nothing prepared us for the sight of this monstrous man walking up the streets of our city. In our hearts, we abandoned hope. We took shelter in the keep and took stock of the situation. Supplies were limited. Worse, the bastion gate was badly damaged, cutting us off from the defenders. No doubt the Izmirs would soon attack again. The castle, the only part of Edring still uncaptured, was now under siege, and it was just up to us to support our soldiers as they fight to stave off the enemy until relief comes. The bastion must hold. And here we are inside the actual game. This is the keep we are trying to keep still standing. It's not in the best position right now, but we'll be trying to improve it. Again, not quite unlike something like this war of mine. We need to build stuff and improve things. The day keeps on going towards the night, and during the night you will be able to go scavenge outside the city. You recognize this man before you. It's Bertram, a local carpenter. You're relieved to see he survived. It's clear, however, the events of the last day have scarred him in some terrible way. He just sits there, seemingly unaware of your presence, shivering and pressing his hand to his chest. As you check him for wounds, you notice something in his tightly clenched hand. It's small, scorched dull. You suddenly realize this man has just lost his family. First, we need to go and look for some useful materials out here. There's going to be more debris that we can scavenge later on, but gather resources. We found some fibers and some wood. Let us build stuff. And we need to build a stump with sawhorse, which is going to allow to create firewood out of normal wood. And now we can craft. We can make some firewood out of normal wood. We could make some planks out of wood, and we could make some firewood out of planks. And here we have some resources, and looks like we have some materials, fibers, rotten food, and eggs. Eggs are gonna do quite well. And over here we now have like our pantry and cooking materials. You can switch what you want to cook. So we could go with vegetables, we could go with dry vegetables, but we have nothing that. We only have eggs, so we're gonna cook that. He barely notices your presence, but you manage to make him eat. Bite after bite, you can see life coming back into him. Finally, he puts down the empty bowl and falls asleep. It's safe to guess he hasn't once shut his eyes since yesterday. Bertram's recovery would be so much better if he had even a simple bed, which you could build with materials lying in the streets. The gate connecting the city to the castle is damaged, but you recall there's a secret passage leading to the city market. You could use it and look for some supplies under the cover of the night. The soldier standing before you is covered in blood, his eyes dim with exhaustion, the tunic in his armor torn to shred. Only once he speaks you recognize Galvik, an experienced garrison member, known and liked by the citizens for his cordial attitude. He's stunned and speechless by the loss of his aunt and niece. Yet another blow falling on a man already exhausted, but there is no time to grieve. Izmirs will attack soon, he says. We must resupply before it happens. Then he reveals that a group of soldiers is searching through the city as well, but they still haven't come back. That's why he needs your help. We need arrows, he says. Quite a lot of them. Of course, it would take days to craft them from scratch, but how about the boiler workshop in the city? That's your chance. Hurry, says Galvik. All our lives depend on you. He returns to the bastion. The night has come. So we have a chance over here. Every night, you know, we have currently just one character. You will have more later on. So you can choose for them what do you want to do with them. Sleep in the ground, sleep in the bed, scout enemy lines, scavenge the city. And this is the city right now. We have access to the marketplace, the golden corner, and cheapside. The rest are not currently available in the prologue that we're playing. But only the marketplace is really accessible to us. We're going to need to find a shovel to get to these two places as well. So that's something we need to try. I can also take a torch with us. So we can zoom in and we can see there's the boyar's house. So we are very close. And these are block pads that we're going to need shovel for to actually get to the other parts of the city. But that's not something we're gonna do right now. We're gonna also need some more resources. I found the boyar's workshop. Needless to say, the Ismers have been here. The building has been scorched and looted. Its owner hangs to a nearby tree, a dozen arrows sticking from his body. As you gaze on the destruction, a chilling wind reminds you why you're here. To find arrows for soldiers. Only one way to find out. Yes, arrows for the bastion defenders. You try to pull them out, but they seem stuck under the broken beam. You pull and pull until they're all yours. Suddenly, the dislodged beam collapses on top of you with all its weight. Pain shoots through your whole body. It takes you ages to pull free. As you leave the workshop, you see something's changed. The boyar's corpse had been taken down. An old woman leans over the body in the shade of the tree. She is sobbing, exhausted, and you guess she must be his mother. She had risked her life to cut her son down and bury him in a shallow grave. The woman struggles to move him, but she hurts herself with the axe under his belt. The woman is startled to see you approach, but you see relief in her eyes as she realizes you want to help. Once the corpse is buried, she gives you a small sack and suddenly walks away into the dark. I believe we have some fiber at home, so we basically need to find cloth before the night ends. This is where the gate to the Golden Corner, the wealthiest district of the city, used to be. Used to be, because the gate struck by the trebuchet projectile has collapsed into rubble. No doubt there would be a good pickings on the other side, but is it possible to clear the passage? Alas, the rubble is compressed and blocked by several collapsed ceiling beams. The way they are jammed, they could only be moved from the other side of the gate. It looks like the wonders of the famed Golden Corner will remain out of your reach for now. Vegetables remain fresh until they're picked from the ground. Well, we can cook them into something tomorrow. And this would be one of those places where we need a shovel, fibers and wood, some greens and herbs. What do we have over here? Burned corpse. Cloth, that's exactly what we needed. And some more wood. Ooh, damaged light armor. It's gonna be daytime soon. We have to go. Even though we haven't found enough cloth, we have to go. We just weren't lucky enough. Ooh, there's a fresh carcass. The night was calm, but the enemy assault can come any day, and we must prepare for it. We should use this chance to help the soldiers. We're gonna have enemies assaulting us with 35 force, I guess, and we're gonna have 31 force. Next battle is in one day. Right now they have no arrows, they don't have enough melee weapons. We can give them the 2 arrows, which is gonna give them more points over here, and they're gonna be the same-ish now. It seems Bertram is feeling much better. The loss of the family has had a crushing impact on him that only time can fully heal. Nonetheless, finally, the carpenter has recovered from shock and is ready to rejoin the fight. Now we got ourselves a new character. Oh, we found more cloth and more water. You'll love to see it. And that's some more fibers, which means I'm gonna use Bertram now to go into the keep and build a bed. Perhaps you could find some potable water in the city market, under the cover of darkness. It's risky, but it's the best chance you have. Herbal medicine, wood, greens, and herbs. That's pretty acceptable. He is healing up. He is slightly thirsty and he's tired. But now he can actually go sleep in here. We're gonna use Bertram to collect the resources to clear out the hen houses over here. Oh, more cloth and some more valuables. And now we have 2 whole chicken to feed us all. Well, why didn't you say that before? Like, clearly the poor chicken will feed us forever. Oh, look at that. Chickens already provide us with 1 egg. Thank you, chickens. Flint is still lightly wounded, so we're gonna keep him sleeping in the bed. And Bertram, who doesn't have as much capacity in his backpack, is gonna go scavenge the city. Now our goal tonight is to go and find some more water. And there's cloth that I wanted to find yesterday. We definitely need wood. Ooh, clean water. More wood and more materials. You approach the city gate from the market to the harbor. It would be an incredibly convenient shortcut for your nightly journeys. The door, however, is solid and definitely shut. If Ismers haven't been able to breach it, you need a key, but where could it be? Some dirty water. A shovel! You'll love to see it. Let's clear this one out. And our shovel broke. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can hide in here. Well, that tells me there's gonna be enemies. So we have to be very careful how we approach this. Dried meat. and some fibers. Yes, 9 water, perfect. We got 10. It is almost daytime, and since we are in a more dangerous area, I wouldn't want to be spotted. There's a man coming. Let's keep going. The enemy assault approaches. We must get ready for the worst. The enemies are preparing to attack, and we need to support our soldiers to help them stop the assault. Flint is recovering, feeling better. Well, that's great to know. I'm gonna build the butcher's table now. We might get hit, since they started their firing projectiles at us. Yeah, that seems like a terrible thing. You might wanna move from there, Flint, but you know what? You're a brave man. No, actually, you're not that brave. Just run into a corner over here. The battle has ended. Well, it seems like we fought bravely and the enemy has suffered heavy losses. Good. It was a tough battle. We provided our troops with enough supplies and they stopped the Izmir assault with minimal losses. Let's keep it this way. One of them was wounded. They lost all of their arrows. None of our defenders have fallen. How many of them are wounded? 1 wounded. So I'm gonna give you 1 bandage. Ooh, chicken. Providing more eggs. Thank you very much. Are they hungry yet? They are fed. I think we need to build a workbench next, and we do have resources to do so. It's almost nighttime. I don't think they'll be able to finish this before night comes. Ooh, just in time. So here we can actually build tools if you had enough planks, and with tools we can then craft more awesome things. We can make a torch, and we could make more arrows, but for arrows it does seem like we need iron bars. We sent Flint out there once again, and his goal is to go and sneak around the enemy lines out here. More wood and some rotten food. With rotten food we can make food for our animals. I'm sorry animals, but that's how it is. Oh, planks, definitely useful. Cloth and more planks. The sign in the street tells you this is, or was, the apothecary store under the Swan. One of the best in the city. It's probably so legendary you never even went inside before. The apothecary, an old man called Memling, supposedly could supply a cure for anything bearing death. His medicines would certainly be useful up in the castle, had they survived Izmir's. The interior has been devastated, but there are scorched Izmir corpses by the door, a sign that didn't catch old Memling by surprise. He must have defended himself with some special explosive mixture. The force of the blast was great enough to pulverize all the glass, windows, beakers, bottles, everything. The fire has burned out anything remotely flammable. Memling himself, however, paid the ultimate price. Stepping above Memling's body, thrown against the wall and unnaturally twisted, you wonder where he might have kept his supplies, maybe on the upper floor? But the Izmir's or other looters have been here. Anything of value is gone. Now you head downstairs into the basement. Another disappointment, your progress is barred by a very solid locked door, no sign of a key. You do all you can, but it's of no use. The door has nothing to fear from you, it's simply far beyond your strength. The disappointment of your failure is all the more bitter when you consider what this means. No one else would have gotten inside before you. If this was where the apothecary kept his supplies, they're still there, safe from the Izmirs and from you. Maybe we can then return at some later point, maybe with a shovel. We have some dirty water. This does not seem like a great hiding place, I gotta admit. Yep, continue to be pretty blind. What a noob. I'm gonna drop the rotten food for some actual food, I think. His work efficiency will be decreased. Oh, okay. We're just gonna have him go sleep for now. It's Galvik again. He looks even worse for wear than before. The last fight must have been intense. He tells you there are wounded soldiers after the Izmir's assault. The defenders desperately need bandages. Also, their weapons need repair. Scouts have seen soldiers of the Sangmar Empire to the south. Sangmar? Is the Sangmarian fleet here to attack our lands? Or are they going to strike the Izmir's back? For now, they're a great unknown. Having told you all he could, Galvik turns to return to the bastion. Looking at him stumble in exhaustion, you can only wonder if you will see him again after the next battle. First, we're gonna need firewood. Then we're gonna cook... Let's cook some of our fresh meat. And they wanted 3 meals. That's what they get, and they get 1 bandage. We need to build a repair workbench next, and then a herbal workshop as well, so we'll be able to make some medicine, and we'll be able to repair the broken weapons that these soldiers are giving us. We have enough planks to make tools, but then we're gonna need more planks for the actual workshop itself. I'll allow Flint to drink something. We're gonna make a couple of planks with Bertram, and my friend, you can eat a proper meal. The question is, what do we build? Herbal workshop or repair workshop? Let's go with the repair one first. Here you go, chicken. Enjoy your fodder. And now, with this broken axe and planks, we could repair that. And we can also repair the light armor. and protect the our soldiers. That would be great. It's nighttime once again, but you guys get the idea how the game works and operates. You need to juggle the needs of your civilians and the needs of your soldiers protecting said civilians. You'll need to scavenge, you're gonna need to see people go sad, hungry, thirsty. You'll need to make some tough decisions to try to survive. I'm really excited about this game. You guys let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you'd like to see more of it whenever it fully releases, and let me know if you're gonna go and wishlist it for yourself and help out the developers. For now, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.